The welds on the massive cruise ship started creaking abnormally. As the pressure gauges shatter, the whole weld snapped like brittle glass. He orders a man to charge toward the bow to report to the captain. But when the crewman reaches the deck, he freezes in horror. The SS Pendleton has been ripped in half by the fury of the North Atlantic. If the engine vents flood, they are dead men. As the survivors split into factions over whether to launch the lifeboats, Chief Engineer Ray calmly identifies the real problem. The hydraulic rudder is dead. He directs the crew to hoist a massive steel beam, searching for a split-second window between the spinning gears. He leads the team to rig a primitive manual steering system, desperation fueling their hands as they try to keep the exhaust vents above the waterline. Ray turns to find that the troublemaker is already lowering a lifeboat.
They think it's their best hope.
He grabs an axe, charges onto the deck, and swings it with bone-shattering force, severing the lines. The man shoves him to the ground, but the crew watches in silence as the lifeboat is instantly pulverized by the surf. Only then do they realize the engineer was right.
I just saved your life, okay? The boat's in pieces! It's gone!
Ray wins their trust. He swiftly divides the 32 survivors into 4 squads, 4 to man the pulley rudder rotors, 4 to watch the gauges, and a human chain to shout orders from the deck to the bowels of the ship.
Speed 80 degrees to 310 on compass!
Rudder 15 degrees forward!
He grips the scalding manual wheel, searching for a way home. Suddenly, a side wave strikes, sending the steel beam flying and punching a hole in the hull. To hit the shoals, he ignores the pain and backs the stern directly into the crushing waves. Against all odds, the drifting wreck is successfully grounded on the shoals. He has done everything humanly possible. For the rest, he can only gamble that rescue will arrive in time. Ashore, not a single old salt dares to move, knowing the mission is suicide. Bernie gathers 3 young volunteers and steers a 12-man wooden craft toward the distress signal. The waves shatter the cockpit and sweep away the compass. Bernie closes his eyes, navigating solely by the rhythmic roar of the surf against his eardrums. With every massive swell, he dives the boat like a submarine. He knows if he loses his orientation for even a second, he will never find the tanker. 3 hours later, night falls. The pumps short-circuit, the engines drown, and the Pendleton plunges into total silence. Just as despair is about to swallow them, Bernie's searchlight pierces the gloom. The sight defies all logic. Bernie has found them. 32 survivors are pulled from the ruins. Bernie has no compass and a boat built for 12, but he looks at Ray and shares a silent smile. He guns the engine and turns back into the storm, but the hurricane has paralyzed the town's power grid. Bernie's vision blurs as the way home vanishes into the freezing dark. A single light flickers, then 100. The entire town has driven to the shore, turning on hundreds of car headlights to guide the heroes home. Bernie steers the boat into the harbor. This remains the most incredible sea rescue in history, a miracle fueled by car lights and human courage.